It's okay, I've got this.
You got it.
You totally got this.
There you go. Not too bad, right?
Yeah.
You got this. You're good.
My 34th birthday was a couple of days ago, and to celebrate, I got my very first tattoo. This is what it looks like. It's 2 sunflowers with some leaves and some vines. And I absolutely love it. I love my tattoo. I was hoping I would love it, but I love it even more than I was expecting. It feels so me, and it has so much meaning that I will talk about later in the video. But first, I will just tell you the story of getting my tattoo. A really special part of the experience of getting my tattoo is that my sibling Annie got to be there with me. They came from Portland to visit me for my birthday, which was really sweet. So I picked them up that morning and then we went right to breakfast.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Annie's here to see me. Yay! And we're both vlogging.
It was delicious and we had a great time chatting. And then it was time to make the about hour drive to the tattoo shop. It's called Pretty in Ink and it's located in Oakland, California. And I found it online. I was Googling queer-owned tattoo shops. And there weren't any in my area directly, but I was able to find this one that was relatively close. And it was a great experience. I highly recommend this tattoo shop if you are anywhere near. All the tattoo artists that I talked to were so nice, and I worked with Jiffy, and she was awesome. And obviously, she is an amazing artist. I love the design that she made. So my appointment was at noon, and we got there a little bit early, and Jiffy had drawn out the design, and I was looking at it in the mirror. It had 3 sunflowers instead of 2, and I wanted 2, and I didn't say that ahead of time. I don't know, this is my first time getting a tattoo, so I didn't really think it through that I should be more specific about what I was wanting. I think I just said a few sunflowers or a couple sunflowers, and what I should have said was 2, but I didn't say that. But I had told Annie earlier, and so I was really grateful that Annie was there because they were able to say, "Ellie, didn't you want 2?" And I am really glad that Annie said that. It was the push I needed to speak up and ask my artist, is there any way that I could have 2 instead? I actually wanted 2 sunflowers. And, you know, it's not easy for me to advocate for myself. I think a lot of people feel that way. And earlier in the week, I had done some big advocating for myself. I had asked for a raise at work. I was turned down, but you know, that was a big thing to speak up and advocate for myself in that way. And so by the time I got to my birthday, I think I was just a little burnt out from that. And I reach a certain point after a certain amount of advocating, and then I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I can do it anymore. So having Annie there and having them encourage me to share what I wanted, especially because, you know, something as personal and special and literally permanent on your body as a tattoo definitely should be what you really want. So I did share, and my artist Jiffy was very gracious to redo the design, but she did say it's going to take me a little while to redraw it. And also her iPad wasn't working, so she had to do it by hand. So I really appreciated that she was willing to do that, and Annie and I just hung out in the tattoo place, and we were able to chat with other customers who were getting tattoos. We got to watch other people get tattoos. I think there were a total of 4 tattoo artists working that day. And the shop is so cute and cool. There was art all over the walls. Some of it was tattoo examples and tattoo art from the artists. Others were just like signs. They had a lot of like really inspiring, progressive sayings and, you know, things that really align with my values and made me feel really good to be there and to be supporting this shop, and made me feel really at home too. And it was also just really aesthetically pleasing, just so cozy and cute. And I started to get so excited as we were waiting. I was just like, wow, I'm just so glad that I'm doing this. I've wanted to do this for so long, and I'm really glad that I waited to pick the shop that I really wanted to work with and to support. Yeah, obviously, just like being surrounded by queer family was really awesome. And I've had other opportunities to get tattoos sort of last minute, and I'm really glad that I didn't go with those and that I waited for a special day, which was my birthday, and a special shop. And of course, in addition to being excited, I was also nervous because first tattoo, didn't know what to expect. But after Jiffy had finished making the second design, we put it on my shoulder and I looked in the mirror and it was perfect. It was really beautiful, exactly what I wanted. She had me lay on the table and the tattoo process started. And oh my God, it hurt so bad. I was shocked at how much it hurt. I was not expecting it to hurt that bad. I think I unfortunately have a pretty low pain tolerance. I think it's partly because I have so much health anxiety. So any little like twinge of pain, I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. So unfortunately, yeah, it was very shocking at first, but I was like, you know what? I'm here. I want this tattoo so bad. This is such an exciting, cool thing to do for my birthday. I'm doing it. I'm not backing down. I'm gonna make it through this. So I focused on breathing, and there was this really tall, cool plant in front of me, and I just focused on that, and I kept staring at the roots and just studying the plant, and I was trying to put my mind on something else rather than the pain of my shoulder. I will say it hurt the most towards the top and towards the bottom. The middle part was not too bad. It definitely hurt a lot, but I did start to get used to it, and Annie chatted with me and helped me get my mind off of the pain, so that was very helpful. Also, Jiffy was very just reassuring and supportive, and she was always saying, you know, let me know if you need to take a break, let me know how you're doing, if you need anything. We did take a couple of breaks, and after the outlining was done, the shading was coming next. And so we took a break in between those two sessions, and before the shading, Jiffy sprayed my shoulder with, I forget what it's called, but it has lidocaine in it, and it is a like topical pain reliever. I don't know what to call it, but it was like a spray, and man, that thing worked so well. I was very appreciative of that spray, and it did start to wear off, but then she sprayed it again, and then again it was really helpful.
So, yeah, it looks like you're gonna probably come towards me. So, yeah, so you're gonna be on the edge. It's gonna feel like you're falling. Okay. But feel free to let me know about anything.
Okay.
For this part, I might have you kind of like stretch your arm forward. Okay. Maybe do this, and then have it stretch forward. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta get that stretch. Awesome. Thank you. Start with one line and see how you feel. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I know. It's like kind of weird sensation. I mean, like usually, like down here because it's so close to your armpit, you might feel it more. But here and here, it might be okay.
It's okay. I've got this.
You got it.
You totally got this.
Your first tattoo. Not too bad, right?
Yeah.
You got this. You're good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Killer.
I imagine like here is where it's gonna feel really odd, you know, just like right in that little squishy part, you know, where it's sensitive.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, good. Does it feel good? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This is much better.
yeah. So with the Bactina should like help a lot too.
It took about 3 hours total, and when it was done, I went to the mirror, and the big reveal just blew my mind with how gorgeous it was and how much I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I was so excited, and I felt like such a badass and such a rebel for getting a tattoo, especially with the way that I was raised. You know, any sort of self-expression like that was seen as sinful in the Christian fundamentalist upbringing that I had. So really exciting to be able to pick my own design. And I told my tattoo artist that I'm really glad I didn't get it when I was first wanting a tattoo, because it would have been a cross. And with the amount of religious trauma I have, I'd be probably trying to cover it up by now. That was when I was 18, and I'm in a really different place now. So I'm really glad that I got sunflowers instead. So what this tattoo means to me is, number one, sunflowers are my favorite flower. I think they are so beautiful, and they face the light and they follow the light. And my name, Eleonora, that's my full name. Ellie is my nickname. My name means light. And so light has always been really important to me. And going back to that upbringing I mentioned, high demand religious upbringing, I was raised to believe that the light was outside of myself. The light was God, Jesus, and that I was always trying to, worship the light, that everything in me was bad, but the light of God was good, and that I should be turning towards that light, and that any light that's in me comes from God. But now I believe that the light is inside of me already, and that I have everything I need within me. It doesn't always feel like that, especially when I'm feeling a lot of self-hatred, but this tattoo is a tattoo of self-love, and it's a reminder that I am the light. I am the light, and I have the light in me. And so, my sunflower self can turn towards myself at any time, and that I can bloom for myself and not for the validation of anyone else, but just because, I am worth it and I'm grateful to be alive and I can be myself and bloom where I'm planted. And sunflowers are tall, they are strong. Oh, I'm tall as well. Also pretty strong. And working on getting stronger, both emotionally, mentally, and physically. And also, the reason I wanted two, and one is bigger and one is smaller, is that I wanted the big one to represent myself in the present, and I wanted the little one to represent my inner child. And so it's also a reminder to love my inner child, and that they're always with me. And so, yeah, that's kind of the meaning behind my tattoo. I am really grateful to have it on my body. I think it's so pretty, so just gorgeous and cool looking. I love the shading, I love the design, and yeah, I'm super excited to be wearing it forever, and I am excited to get through the healing process. I've been, putting the Aquaphor on, following all of the instructions, and in a couple of weeks, when it is completely healed, I'm just gonna be hoping for good weather so I can just walk around in a tank top and just show it off. Thank you so much to Jiffy and to Pretty in Ink for my amazing tattoo, and thank you, Annie, for being there with me and celebrating me and my birthday. It means so much.